Hey fifth graders, my name's Brock, and today our lesson is going to be on juggling. Okay, so this motor skill today that we're learning is juggling. What we're going to do is we'll start very simple. Okay, we'll start with one ball, and hopefully eventually we'll progress in order to get either 2 or maybe even 3 balls if you feel comfortable doing so. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is everybody needs a partner. So go ahead and face somebody. Okay, so there's 2 and 2. Everybody has a partner. Go ahead and face them. And what you're going to do is maybe take one step back, so we're a little bit further away. Each partner is going to have a ball, or each group is going to have a ball. So you guys will start with a ball. You guys will start with one. So what we're going to do is, when I say go, we're just going to practice throwing the ball back and forth with your partner. You can catch, let's practice trying to catch with one hand. So nice and slow, just practicing that coordination, catching the ball, tossing to your partner back and forth. Let's try to do this for about 20 seconds. So, ready, go. Good. And maybe up, you can switch off hands. If you feel good with one hand, you can try catching with the opposite hand. Nice and slow, working on that hand-eye coordination. Good, a couple more throws each. Perfect, and hold the balls. Good. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is each partner needs a ball. So everybody grabs a ball, and we'll stay in the same partners or the same groups. And what we're gonna do is practicing, both partners will toss the ball at the same time. So you have to focus on your toss and catch at the same time. Does that make sense? Yep. So when I say go, we'll practice both tossing and catching at the same time. Ready, go.
Do we catch with one hand or 2 hands?
You can, if you feel comfortable with one hand, you can do it with one. Good. Perfect. Gotta watch the ball into the hand. A couple more throws.
Gosh.
All right, and hold the balls. All right, guys. So the next drill we're gonna do. This is now an individual drill, so everybody needs their own ball. What we're gonna do is practice throwing from one hand up in the air and catching with the opposite hand. All right. So you'll go back and forth. So let me show you really quick. So throwing with my left, catching with my right, from my right to my left, trying to watch the ball in. You can keep it nice and small at first, and then if you feel more comfortable, throw it a little bit higher. All right? So everybody go ahead and start. We'll go for about 20 seconds. If you drop it, that's okay. See if you can get a few good ones in. You're just gonna mess up here. And you guys are pros. All right, guys, and hold the balls. All right, guys, here we go. So the next step, what we're gonna do is each partner is gonna have 2 balls, and I'll demonstrate here really quick what we're gonna do. So with 2 balls, we're gonna practice now juggling with 2. So we're gonna throw one up in the air, and then when the first ball is at the peak height, you want to then throw the opposite ball under it and catch with the opposite hand. So this might take a little bit of practice, but we'll see if we can get comfortable throwing one, throw the other. Okay, 1, 2. See if we can practice catching with both hands, 1 ball at a time from opposite hands. All right. So there's ball. You guys all have 2. So let's go ahead and try it out. And if we need to spread out a little bit, that's okay. Give yourself a little bit of room.
Oh wait.
Go ahead and give it a shot. So nice and slow.
Okay. So which one do I throw it?
Both. So throw one up to one hand, and then there you go. Yeah, but there's something.
Think like right, left, right, left,
Yeah.
right.
There you go. Let's take practice. Dang, Maddie's got it down. So 1, 2.
I know I can't decide which one to throw first.
There you go. Good. Good. All right, guys. A couple more. See if you can get comfortable with this. A couple more good throws. Good. There you go.
Oh.
Perfect. All right, guys. So basically, we're just gonna keep working on this. Okay, we'll try to advance a little bit more. If you feel comfortable with 2 balls and you want to try 3, we can give it a shot. Okay. So you basically add in another ball. See if we can start juggling 3 balls at a time. If you're struggling with 2 still, we can continue working on that in order to get more comfortable, or just go back to 1 and you're getting comfortable with 1 at a time. maybe throwing. So one thing we can also do is throwing both balls up and catching with the same hand. Okay, so this will practice throwing and catching, but not worrying about the switching of the hands yet. So continue working on it. If you feel comfortable with 2 and want to try 3, you can. I noticed you were pretty good, so go ahead and try 3. If you feel comfortable with it, you guys stay with 2. Go ahead and keep practicing. Nice. I can tell my coaching has really helped.
I think I'm the one that needs to go back to one ball.
All right.
Oh gosh. Oh,
There you go.
did it. I was getting it.
Keep working on it.
You got it? You're just throwing them way too high. Like, try to keep them really small. That's true. There you go. So you have to, when you're catching 2 with one hand, you have to throw another one. Nice. Yeah.
Alright guys, so for this closing activity, what we're going to do is we'll practice a little bit of a coordination drill with all of us being in a circle. Okay, so we have a pretty small group, but what we're going to do, so we'll get in a circle, everybody close in and form a circle. We're going to start with one ball, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass it to the left. She'll catch it, you can catch with, we'll practice starting off with 2 hands. Catch with 2 hands, and then she'll pass it to him, and then you'll continue on in a circle. After this starts becoming a little bit easier, we'll start working with 1 hand, and then eventually I'll throw in a second ball and we'll make it a little bit more challenging. Alright? So let's go ahead and start. 2 hands, catch and throw. Let's work on your hand-eye coordination. Good. 2 rounds in. Alright, now let's start catching with 1 hand. Go 1 at a time. Good. We'll go 1 more round of 1 hand. Good. Alright, now go opposite hand of what you just did.
Oh boy.
Perfect. 1 more round of this. Alright, now we're going to throw in a second ball. A little bit quicker.
Oh gosh.
Keep it going.
Uh-oh. Wait, can we use the other hand? Go back to the right hand?
So go ahead. You can use 2 hands. Yep. You can use 2 or 1 if you feel like you can. Good. Alright.
Yeah.
Now we're going to try 3.
Oh boy.
Good. Alright. So try 4.
You're not even looking. Wait, no.
Everybody start with the ball and we'll see if we can do it.
Okay, we should do it.
Ready?
Like 1,
Set,
2.
go.
Oh gosh, sorry. I threw it in the middle.
Well, good job, you guys. I think we've progressed a lot in our practice today. This lesson has gone pretty well. Who feels like they've gotten a little bit better at juggling today? All right. Good job, you guys.